Hello everyone, welcome to this next session of the Shallow Graves campaign for Nat 1 playtime. Hope you're all having a good time. Sorry we've missed you for a couple weeks. We were just sorting out some internet issues and some scheduling conflicts, so everything should be back on schedule now. Hopefully, cross fingers, knock on wood. If you have a lucky rabbit's foot, please send it to us. We'll take what we can get. Or a 5-leaf clover, whatever. Okay. So if you come to an event where they are, you can bring the rabbit's foot so they can rub the foot and then you can keep it. I feel like that's the compromise here. But yeah, so welcome guys. I hope you're all doing well. I just realized I forgot to click start. We can do that in a second. Because last we left off, the party had decided or by sheer circumstance, split into two smaller groups. The first group comprising of Lily, Bertel, and the Professor, entering the orc camp under the guise of political negotiations, have begun to speak to the orc chief here at this camp, while the remaining trio of Ulfgar, Farum, and Whisper are currently outside the camp in the woods, potentially looking for a way in. And so with that, I just realized I had move. Yes. Right. See, yes. See, that was the problem. I realized. I checked OBS and was like, that's fine. People can see me. I don't need to worry about this. And then we got you guys aren't watching the stream. Well, some of you are. And if you lose focus because you're watching the stream, I'm revoking your stream privileges. No, just don't lose focus. And then you'll be fine. But yes, so then now we can play a little bit of music. As one of the people with ADHD. Yeah, well, you guys didn't see the entire camp last time with the map, so there's no, a bunch of you. I will scroll out, and for those of you watching, they'd only seen sort of below the front gate, but now we can see over here in this nice little corner, Mr. Ulfgar, Farum, and Whisper outside the camp, and up here in the main tent, we have Lily, the Professor, and Mr. Bertel. So, who would like to start? Are we starting with the people trapped, or those outside? Okay then. Okay. Very well then. Shifting our focus over, the camera backs out of the tent, does a nice little wipe cut across the door frame, and comes wipe cut over to Mr. Farum, Ulfgar, and Whisper. What are you guys doing at the moment, as you've watched your compatriots be led into the orc camp? Uh. Okay. Cool. Go ahead. You guys are welcome to go ahead and make, and this will probably be an investigation check, as you're intently going along the perimeter looking for weaknesses in this wall. That's unfortunate, Mr. Whisper. The it's, up to Mr. Farum. Wow, we have an 8, a 2, and a 4. Oof. That's rough. Okay. So you guys, you spend a good several minutes making your way along the perimeter of the wall, looking for weaknesses. Um, you can't really find much. These walls look, as you said, tall and spiky. Um, for all of your dislike of orcs, they seem to know how to build a spiky wall. Yeah. What are you guys what are you guys gonna try and do? Yeah. The gate is currently open. Yes, yeah. If you just walk across that gap, the blue gap, there is a very high likelihood that the orcs, as these two orcs, probably see you. Um, there are spots where there are like gaps where you can see through. Okay, okay. You can go ahead and make a perception check then. See if you're able to stop moving the map. Yeah, you guys can make. Okay, dirty 20. Another dirty 20. 3. Okay, 13. 20, 20, 13. Okay. Um, you guys, you are able, as the rest of your party is being led in, you've managed to find a bit of a gap. I would say you know roughly which, you know roughly where they were led in the camp. Like, you didn't see them go into the specific tent, but you, with knowing, okay, they went in this direction, you can kind of look and see, okay, it was probably this tent. I would say you have a fairly reasonable. It is very reasonable for you to assume that they are in this tent. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, if you're wanting to move around the outside, you could do that. Not quite, but you guys spend with the time that we ended off last session, with the time that they spent talking and the incident with the teapot. I would say within that time, you're able to do some investigating and reach this point. So we're roughly at the same point in time now. Yeah, go ahead. You guys can go ahead and make another investigation check. You're probably going to be running out of investigations soon. But for now, you can make another look. 19? Okay. 17. Okay. Off of that. Yeah. Um, I think with that, you are able to find a point over here. It's actually right next to where Device Spear left his token. You're able to find a point where some of the logs aren't lashed as tightly to the kind of frame, and you think with a little bit of careful movement, you'll be able to shift some of the logs enough that you'll create a gap that you could get through. Okay, cool. There are orcs. You're able to spot there are orcs like outside. You don't necessarily you don't see one that's like obviously doing a perimeter sweep. Yeah, roughly. Okay. I don't I don't know how you would be able to tell that. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just not sure how you would do that. It happens to the best of us, you know. Performance anxiety. 1 in 5. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because your Step of the Wind gives you like a fly speed now, right? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see. Go ahead and make a dexterity check. Just straight dexterity. Let's Yeah, that's save. 21. Nice. With a 21, I will say you are able to kind of using the supporting structures that are holding the tent up. You're able to find a position where you're able to maintain a solid purchase. Uh, Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Yeah, because this informed the DC of the stealth check to an extent. Because a person just another 21. Nice, cool. Um, yeah. So with the 21, you're able to alight quite lightly on the in your little perch. No one seems to have. You do not seem to have alerted any of the orcs to your presence. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. You're able to sort of fit through the gap without too much issue. As we're following you, you guys would like to make some stealth checks just so we know roughly how well hidden you are should anyone go poking around. Okay, 19. 24. Nice. Cool. Pretty solid stealth rolls across the board. So yeah, you guys have made your way into position. You can hear through the sort of hide and hide rope and some element of wood tent. You can hear conversation, sounds. There are definitely people in this tent. I would say you would definitely have heard, for example, Lily and probably the professor, are the two people you would probably hear most readily. Mr. Bertle's rather subdued tone. You're going to hear a little bit of a muffled Bertle, similar to that. But you are confident that yes, the rest of your party is definitely in this tent. Is there? Yeah, yeah, cool. Not too difficult. Is there anything either of the other two would like to do before we go ahead and jump back to those people inside the tent? Sure, you're good. And Whisper? Okay, cool. Then we will camera moving over Mr. Farham's shoulder down through the front door entrance of the tent, back inside, and to Lily, the Professor, and Bertle, who are now all sipping cups of tea that have been made by the Professor, having just given a gift to the orc chief, for lack of a better term. What would you guys like to do? Who's doing what? Yeah, the Mr. Jarago is saying outside group is playing Mission Impossible music while they're just playing Tea in the Garden. Okay. I don't think you guys had. I don't think you guys had been formally introduced yet. Uh, yes, you guys introduced yourselves. You did not necessarily ask names at that point. Very well. You may approach. It is. It is. This is the one that you are talking to. The one on the seat. The other orc looks at you, somewhat suspicious, somewhat confused. Oh, do you want?
Man,
Correct.
dead.
So,
Okay.
some bad news.
Oh. Do I need to do a check?
No, none of that
What?
came through to stream because
Oh.
Discord wasn't taking from the right source.
I
thought
thought
that
that was the case.
No.
I
It-
know.
Because in our last minute switch from Roll20 to Discord, it wasn't choosing the right Discord channel. Nothing that you guys said came.
That was the past.
I can try again.
All of that.
After all the emotions that was put into that.
No, you need to dress up, Justin, and you need to make the video
We
do
can-
of your character speech.
Yeah, I feel so. I'll give you the choice. Do you want to say it all again?
It's not gonna be as beautiful though.
Mm.
Want to do that, or do you want to do like record like
I can-
little 2-minute like speech video that we can put on the channel and like or
I
something?
can always do both.
I'm gonna leave this up.
Try
to you.
again.
I'll leave this up to you. I do have one question.
Oh, wait.
I just
It'll
have...
work.
Yes.
Colonel says take 2.
Yes. Sorry, there were some technical difficulties that have
Do one
cascaded
rolling.
into more technical.
Apparently, all of that was not caught on.
I imagine so.
Mm.
Stuff happened. How much? Okay, I suspect this is true, but I need to check. Are you telling the truth or are you lying?
It is the truth.
Okay, cool.
That is the tragic backstory of my dead wife.
Yes. Okay, that is what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Colonel's just like, what?
Yes. Apologies for that. OBS was being a pain.
Be it.
Being OBS because it was using. I have a source for Discord stuff, but it was still using the same details for the last time we used it, and those details changed. And anyway, would you like to say all that again?
I can try it. It probably won't be as good as the first round, but maybe it'll be better.
Maybe it'll be better. Go for it.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
Go for
So
it.
yeah. So Professor will be playing with his ring, which he has in his hand.
Wait, time out. Scene 5, take 2. Action.
Okay. Please make sure the camera's rolling.
Hey,
Camera's
hey,
rolling
get
48
that lens cover off of that camera.
So Professor will look at his ring, a ring in his hand, a gold ring, by the way. I don't know if I said that earlier, but it doesn't matter because now stream can hear me. He'll look at his ring and then he'll look at Liliana and be like, "Please, just do your best. Please, as best as you can. I wish to tell you a story. One day, on a journey back from adventuring with my wife and my kid, we decided to set up camp at a little river. It was such a beautiful day. There were nice clouds. My beautiful little girl Lisa was playing in the stream and the lake. As the sun was going down and we had set up a nice camp, I went to go collect some firewood. We needed some more firewood for me being a foolish old man. I had lost track of the fire and we needed more coals to cook our meat. So I went off on a little adventure of my own into the woods to find more firewood. And as I was collecting twigs and logs anything dry that would burn. I hear a screech from my wife. As I make my way through the trees, I can hear a rustling as a fight broke down. As I get there, an orc is standing there over my wife as they have a little physical altercation. All I can hear is my wife scream as what looks like the orc has sliced her within her gut. In a fit of blind rage and my fatherly and husbandly instincts, I dropped my wood and I just sprinted. And the orc had stumbled back away from my wife, and brandishing a blade, I had stabbed him in the back multiple times. I think I hit his spine, and as he collapsed to the ground, I left him to go to my wife. As I tried to stop the bleeding from her gut, I look over and I see my beautiful Lisa lying there on the ground. As I look at my wife trying to help her, I hear rustling from behind. As I hear an orcish scream, I turn around, and there in the bushes, I can only assume a child running towards, I assume with the tone of his voice and the words he used, screaming Papa. As I look at my wife and I hold her, I look back and I hear another orc come through the bushes. And through the way she is dressed and the way her eyes could tell me, I see that she is another loved one. As I later came out to find that it was his wife and child. As I lay there clasping my wife for one last time as we convened, across the fire, the same situation was happening. She and her child had cuddled around the father, the dad, and had shared some moments. I do not speak Orcish, but I feel that the conversation was paralleled. He looked at his child, gave him a kiss on the forehead, looked at his wife, kissed her, pointed at me, said some things. I am unsure. As my wife's final breaths were being drawn and exhaled, as we finally shared our last goodbyes and our final I love yous, she told me not to be angry, not to seek violence in light of what is happening. The warm glow on her face, I would do anything to have that moment back with her. As she drew her final breaths and she collapsed in my arms as I held her, the orc mother did the same thing. We practically screamed in agony at the same time. We gave each other a look before the scene that laid upon us. They looked at me with sadness as I looked at them with the same sadness, and I knew she feels the same as I did. As I approached her, I had merely a letter on me with my address, and I handed her this letter, and without saying anything, she stood up and she embraced me. And with this embrace, I felt anger pass through me and sorrow filled my heart. Without words or anything, and as the child wailed, she unfortunately just took her child, and as I assume he was just screaming for his papa as his hand reached out towards his lifeless body, I looked at the scene and I did weep, and I later buried all three of them next to each other. The professor will now start approaching the orc, reaching out his ring. As we come here today, I do not seek anything from you. We are two strangers in the forest, as I was with that other orc. I do not wish to repeat the mistakes of the past again today. I wish not to fight you, not to hurt you, because I know if things go sour, only one of us, or only some of us, will make it out this tense. But I feel the sorrow for not the people here today, but for the sorrow of the family and friends we have and we will leave behind. He will drop the ring in his hand. I give you this out of respect and out of the biggest of honor I can attend to you at this moment. I have no power here, as much as you have no power here as well. We are merely two creatures in this land, and we have come here today, not to seek violence, but to understand. Unlike us understanding each other by the fire with me and my wife, I wish to avoid any such quarrels with you, and in return any quarrels with you or your family. All I seek is some tea, some calm, level conversation, and for both of us to either walk out of this tent as friends, or to be messages for our fellow higher up as or royalty, or whoever you communicate upwards to. For you and I may be different. I human, you orc, but there is one thing that binds us together, and that is this planet, that is this earth, that is this land that we both seem to wish to occupy. Our king and lord of the land wishes for us to come and see what is going on. It is true we have left this land abandoned for 300 years, as it was unfit for our kind to stay here. I understand now it may be more hospitable to you and your people. We do not wish to kick you out of your land or kick you away from your homes that you have built, as the miscommunication on my part with the fellow family was. I wish to bring peace and merely to try and gain understanding of why we all are meeting in this wonderful tent. Please know I mean you no disrespect, for I am not accustomed to orcish behavior, as you might not be accustomed to civilized human behavior. Please forgive any discretions of my fellow man that have met you upon these lands before. I am anew, as you are anew to me, and I anew to you. Would you do us the honor of just entertaining us with your conversation so we can further understand and take news back. For we do not wish to raise an army today. We wish to raise understanding. And the professor will step back in line, and he will say, I thank you for your time and your patience. Thank you for hearing us out.
Berto will put his head on his shoulders like, you had a family?
No, as Professor wipes away a tear and will look at Liliana and be like, I miss my daughter Lisa. As he
No.
mistakenly says Lily. And then he will pat Bertel's hand as a gesture of thank you for the camaraderie.
The orc looks over the gaze back. In fluent common, just says,
I knew it.
This little bit.
just says, you guys didn't ask if they speak common.
knew it.
Um,
Yeah, that's true.
but we'll say, Dale as old as I would not deprive you a cherished token, and will hand back the ring.
The professor will step forward and take it, being a bit taken back, but also will be happy that Liliana didn't butcher the translation too hard.
You
is
see
that
that the orc does turn to Liliana and says, a little rough around the edge. I would recommend, and like reaches for a scroll. It's like to extend your vocabulary.
Thank you.
I can see that you have all traveled far. I am going to ask the professor to make a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion check.
On
With
Okay,
advantage.
this is an advantage.
that whole speech.
Yeah, the DC is not very high.
I've got -1 in persuasion.
Oh no!
And you have
Because
advantage.
I
Right.
could I maybe do the persuasion? Because I was okay. No, wait. He was just listening to the comment.
He was just
But no.
listening to the professor. Unfortunately.
Right.
It was just a practice session for my.
Okay, here we go. Dice, please be in my favor.
Remember, you have advantage, eh?
Okay, it's a 9. Hey, the DC is not very high. Like that's
Okay.
that's the thing that's working in your
Lower
favor. Yeah.
than 9.
At 9 is
Is
9 good enough?
Is there any way that I can add my persuasion bonus to his?
You're telling me my performance means nothing to you?
Oh, it means a lot to me. It means a great deal to me.
Ah, come
I
on.
really appreciate it.
That should at least give him some like bonus.
It gave him advantage.
Maybe is there a little bit of a +2 while you add it?
I never said what the DC.
Yeah.
This was mostly just to make you worry and panic.
You're doing a very good job. Well done.
Thank you.
One.
The orc chieftain to. It is true. Many a creature's blood. Standings. Come. Let us eat food. Drink wine together. We shall see what arrangements can.
I will. Sorry, carry on.
And we will discuss the details. And you will like stand up and like basically gesture, and they, some of the other orcs get out some like wine and some like makeshift tables and chairs and type thing. They
As that's going down, the professor will turn to everyone and be like, "Okay, do we talk about our fellow friends? What are they
Yeah, I was
doing?"
gonna ask the exact same thing. Do we invite them in? Do they stay out?
What's
We are
going
doing
on?
it very
The-
stealthily.
The thing is, what I just think, if they have to come in here, the whole like environment would be completely different because we
Yeah.
know they're not like orcs. So
There's gonna
it's
be a
rather-
lot of underlying tension.
exactly
Sure.
that's why they should not come inside you at all.
I think out of honesty and respect, we should probably just tell them we have a few of our friends running around and we
Is
don't know
there
what
any
they're
way
doing.
that I notice that they are the
Sorry.
rest of the party is around? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Don't know where the rest of the group.
Okay. Should we tell them that we do have friends, but they just
Can
didn't
I-
want to come inside? Out
Can
of
I
like
quickly
out
just
of respect. Yes.
Yep, go for it.
Ask from the outside, how much of that conversation did we hear? Did we hear everything going on inside?
Did you guys hear the sad backstory?
I would say you guys probably heard the sad backstory. I think you guys. It's just a tent. This isn't like a stone and mortar building. So it's pretty easy to like, pay attention, listen carefully. So I would say you guys have an idea of what is going on inside.
So does that mean if Whisper gave like a little snicker of like, not snicker, but like what do you call it when you like gasp for tears? You know, just a light one. Would the
Okay.
orcs have heard him? You know?
I think you're probably safe in terms of shedding a slight tear and not being heard.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we
Beautiful.
we tell him. We'll tell.
I think we should probably tell him. I think that's but as the
Sometimes
professor's still wiping away tears, I think that's the honorable thing to do.
Okay, you were the one that did the whole heartfelt thing, so maybe continue with it.
Okay.
Right.
Don't mess it up.
But it's
do
common now.
pressure on you.
Someone else can do it.
Okay, so
I'm not doing it.
1 second, guys. Yo, Whisper.
So I presume we can also hear them bickering potentially about like, should they tell the orcs about the other people or not?
Guys, can you go ahead and make stealth checks for me quickly?
We are.
And everyone else make
No!
perception checks, please.
Yes.
The thing you guys
Here we
don't
go
know is
again.
I've been rolling perception checks for the orcs. You guys have been really lucky.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
Stealth.
Okay.
5.
Stealth.
Stealth. I'm a very passionate person. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I still have advantage.
You can take the 19, right? It'll average out for our little group.
Just use my 11. Just use my 11.
You
Yeah.
see,
Your 11
all
is
the
not going to
orcs,
help with my 5.
all the orcs are
Yeah,
crying. They're not
That's a
gonna know.
nat 1-5.
Yo.
Yes. Well, we'll
Sorry,
see.
Lily.
So this is one of those things. A nat 1 on a skill check doesn't necessarily mean it's just
Good.
like a natural 20 on a skill check doesn't necessarily mean it's an automatic success. We can play it that way if you guys want, but then once we decide on that, it's gonna stick. So, do you guys want the
think we'll
nat 1
make
to be an
failure on
auto
that.
fail?
Yeah, because it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. The orc at this point, then the orc chieftain will
Okay,
kind
but
of,
he
and he can understand you.
Yes,
Uh,
I
Yeah.
know.
Well, we
it
told
also, and also it doesn't help that you guys had been discussing like the people outside before you knew he could speak common.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he does say,
Okay, so basically, we just turned to tell him, and we're like, oh.
you turn to tell him, and he has this like light, this amused grin. Would you like to invite your fellow companions?
Wait, Berta will just be like, I think he knows.
So I presume with Liliana having a nat 1, those of us outside also
Yes,
heard it.
you guys all heard them
So-
discussing
Me just
the
saying,
fact that you exist. And you
"Do
also
you
heard
think
him
we should tell
say,
them about the people outside."
So, what I wanted to do, right, is if we did end up hearing them, I would like to use Ghost Step, which I can basically slip through walls, if I remember the class correctly.
double check
The
this.
Phantom.
Oh no.
Oh. what
After
I
that
would
first
like to
thought.
see is someone come down like Pinocchio
you-
in
Uh,
Trek
yeah.
2.
Oh,
I'll make.
so
Anyone
I think you're talking about Ghost Walk.
I can't remember.
You can phase partially into the dead, becoming like form on this fall. Cover creatures.
Oh, because I would have loved to just.
Either
phase
way,
through the
I
back of
don't
the
think you
vent.
have access to that feature.
Okay.
Aren't you thinking about Misty Step, which is
Yeah.
What Misty
No,
Step
no.
is to
that's-
see.
Yeah, no, there's a
oh yeah.
he has a
Misty.
class.
Okay.
He has a subclass feature later on that's similar, not quite that,
Oh, okay, okay.
which unfortunately doesn't have that at this level. So yeah, that
Okay, well, so Ulfgar standing right next to the tent, hearing what's going on inside, figuring out that either they bought the story or they did not buy the story, and not knowing what the reaction is of the orcs inside or what the demeanor is of the orcs inside, with my axe in hand, we'll just make a chair down the tent side of the gate
Okay,
Justin, do it.
Dun, dun, dun,
and
dun, dun.
walk through and get inside the tent.
Wait.
Just like everyone.
okay, there are
Yeah, there you go.
there are two orcs. Oh my god. Okay, so there are two orcs who immediately swing around and like point spears in your direction.
I
let-
think that's them.
Uh,
You did say they could come in.
That's that's probably them. I'm sorry.
No, I don't
okay.
think that's them. We don't. I don't like.
The
The professor and I don't even turn to look at what's coming through the tear. We're just like, yep, there they are.
okay.
You said they could come in.
the-
Mano would just go like,
okay. The chief will look over, like like his gaze like snaps to this entrance that Ulfgar has made, and
We
will.
stay calm. They'll stay calm. Everybody stay calm.
Oh, how does he? How do I figure this out?
So
We
we haven't told you about our friends, right? They're very spontaneous.
Yes.
One
is a dwarf, and two of them I don't know what they are.
Yeah,
they kinda
not quite sure.
Low braid soul, unfortunately.
Don't say
Okay.
that.
As I walk through the tent, I will just very formally
They love
introduce
drama. They
myself.
love drama.
I am to-be defender Ulfgar of the Mithril Heart clan, 14th of the name, shield bearer of the flame, faithful son of the Soul Forger, and hammerhead to justice.
Justin, where's the other one? Wait, where's the other one?
That is the
Oh, shit.
correct
Hold
to
on.
this title.
Wait.
It's another
I
warrior,
need to add it.
just like you know, honorable.
I
Record
have
loves
no
drama.
idea.
Loves the dramatic entrance.
The chief
I roll persuasion,
looks at
please?
this and kind of I'm ruling the chief does not know how to react to this. Like he's torn. 'Cause his
Liliana will go and walk. See, like the chief doesn't know how to react. Liliana will like walk past the guards that are pointing spears at him and put her arm around Ulfgar. It's like, Didn't expect to see you so soon. Just pat him on the shoulder.
I will reply to
professor
that
will
and
just be like-
say, like I promised, I will be behind you.
I thought you meant more literal, but I understand where you're coming from now.
And
The
then I
professor
will
will just be
just
like-
take a stance there with the axe, just get the hilt into the ground, kind of lay on it, and take my stand
the
right
rug.
there.
The professor will just be like,
on the rug.
remember about the humans and not knowing what's going on?
Beto will still have his head hung down. It's just like, what are we doing here?
Okay. Mr. Whisper, what are you doing?
I'll follow just behind Ulfgard. Ooh, misclick. But just still very quiet. I'd rather let the dwarf man do the speaking.
Yes.
What
Because
is?
I did not. Yeah.
Yes.
What is Farum doing?
Yes, that is my question. What is Farum doing at this point?
The ceiling tears and he just falls down.
Like, does he just like, well, guess we're doing this, and like Santa down the chimney or something? Like what?
I've been trying to like decide on like, okay, how the hell do we like reverse backwards now?
It's at this point we need a bard.
Okay.
Just tell you.
No,
Okay.
no, we do not need a
No,
bot.
Keith, not you.
Okay, it's fine, I have something. So just after Ulfgard tears a hole in the tent, there is a concave that can be heard and possibly seen if looking to the roof, as the fabric of the tent kind of depresses as a weight travels downwards, and a slightly almost disappointed Farum walks in behind with a quiet sigh, saying, well, there goes that momentum.
There was just
Okay.
complete
As a-
silence while
as
you
a-
were
as a-
while you were sliding down.
As a just quiet
Everyone's
whisper
just
among the three.
After Ulfgar's entrance, the orcs are paying a bit more attention, and they do kind of just watch this weight kind of like slide down the outside of the tent and the gap.
Liliana's just like, there's the other one.
That's everyone. That
That's
is
everyone.
now. That's everyone now. I
This is our
promise.
complete party.
I need to make an insight check quickly to see if he believes you that that's everyone. Okay. Right. Very well then.
Funny.
I admired your companion's caution. Let us speak.
We will fix your tent for you. We promise.
Does anyone have mending? Because I'm regretting not taking it now.
I'm an artificer. I'm sure I can do something.
You've got enough tools where you could probably like needle and thread, just sit there and stitch it back together.
He's got the I can't remember its name. I apologize. The flying helicopter thing. He can just send it to Jude while we have tea.
No.
Wait, Berto will say one more thing. There theoretically is one more, but it's on my back. Just so you know, no more surprises.
Keep adding.
Full transparency.
Right.
Would you like me? Would you like me to bring it out?
I think. Come, let us sit, let us eat. Clearly there is much to discuss. They will kind of bring a table, bring some food. Gesture for you to at the table.
The professor will sit next to him. I
Kind
assume
of
he's
give
at
you
the
an
head.
Yes.
Well, sit at either
Uh,
left hand side of him.
You take the left, I'll take
Ulfgar's
the right.
not moving.
I'll
I'm
just sit next to Prof.
standing where I am.
Okay, he will kind of give you a
Protective race.
nod. Give you sort of a knowing nod. Like, not stupid. He can sense that there is a level of distrust. So he's not... Gives you a nod as though the feeling is somewhat mutual. He doesn't know what to do with you. Mostly you three, but he's not being overtly aggressive. But he's slightly more guarded than he was tearing through the back of his tent.
Understandably.
The professor will
Yes.
point at the three of them and will be like, "You two, all three of you, best behavior." Wait, did you hear all of that?
Oh yeah. True. How did you know when to come in?
This is only a tent.
This is
This
but a
is
tent.
true.
This
is
is
only
but
canvas.
a tent.
Now then,
Funny.
the orc chief will be here. Now then, what is... As far as I'm aware, we have no immediate quarrels with your...
The professor will look at Lilian and be like,
All yours.
"Who's talking here?"
You might not have a quarrel with our people currently, but tensions are high. As you know, this land was once owned by the crown, but now, after years of it being barren, you have moved onto it, and there are some that would wish you gone from this land. However, not the king. He wishes to gift this land to you as I'm assuming you have tribes, and you do not work under one ruler. We are still new to your customs.
Evidently,
Exactly.
there are a few tribes further...
If we show you a map, can you just point it out for us?
I don't think you should have asked that.
I admire your optimism. We're not quite...
Understandable.
So the crown wishes to gift you the land from the forest. Then I need to remember the map now. South of the Soulless
West,
Mountains,
not east. Sorry.
and south of the Soulless Mountains, and to the west of it, under the river that runs to the sea. Unfortunately, the king does not own the land east of there. That one section is ruled by another. Slight problem with that, but that is none of our concern. That is with you and the ruler of that land. But the king wishes to gift you this land and gold as well. Not tribute, but it is a payment to the warriors for service when a true enemy arises to the crown, and that is not you. You will not be outcasts. You will be regarded as warlords, whose names will shake the world.
At the surface, a very generous offer. Why does your king make such?
The king does not wish another war to break out. We are already, the crown is already struggling with something much darker. And it may affect you as well.
Perhaps we can start simpler. Smaller gestures to trust, respect, Major. Not demand. Offers. Tell me,
Such as?
what do you know of the attacks that have taken place past few months?
Well, you see, it's all a miscommunication. Our people have thought this land would have been emptied since of the chemical spill or that happened a few hundred years ago. So again, I think it's just miscommunication.
The
But
Our people have thought that your people are attacking us. But we are starting to think differently as per something we encountered on our journey here.
yes, there's dark magic within these forests, I must warn you.
I think they might know about it already.
several of our trolls and smaller scouting party have gone missing, been attacked, only bodies to
No survivors? No descriptions of
none,
what has come
none
out?
so
Where
talk
do
of
these attacks happen?
mostly along what one might consider the border.
Much more nefarious things are at play, it seems.
Suggesting that these attacks were not by your people.
No. It may be of similar race, but I don't think it was from people from our kingdom. We will investigate, for we came across something dark and foul and magic on the way here that we're still unsure of.
Foul and smell too.
Yeah,
What
very smallish.
What did you encounter?
The name slips me. But it's dark magic. It was basically a giant plant
Twisted
That-
corpses.
had twisted corpses that it could spew out at any point, releasing zombies.
I
The undead
unfortunately
upon
do
this
not
world.
remember most of the
necromancy.
Sorry, Alec, what did
It's called necromancy to a level.
There's foul magic at play.
And there was this symbol on the ground, and then she draws the symbol that she saw.
the flower symbol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show him the symbol. You can see he looks at the symbol. Make an insight check.
Who?
Whoever would like to.
I would love to. I thought you would never ask.
I would like to make an insight check, but I want to ask him a question first. Does the name Crimson Sun mean anything to you?
Don't look at me.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an insight. Nice. With the 22, you can see there's a look of recognition when you see that when you show him that symbol. No, I'm not familiar. Son. However, symbol I do. And you see he stands up and goes over. In the corner, you can see there's this small stone table that's been set up. as best you can see, like almost like candles and cloth fabrics setting up some sort of altar or shrine. And you can see he takes a few papers and then picks up a few papers and comes back and lays them on the table.
Sorry, as he gets up, I just kind of clutch my axe a little bit tighter.
Uh,
We don't have a name for this guy yet, do we? Did I miss it?
There
No, I've been
isn't.
too scared to ask.
Yeah, nobody's really asked. He hasn't really. I would say his name would have come up. Name is Surboch. Surbog. I don't know if you guys can see it on. Should be able to.
Mm-mm.
Under his toe.
Nope. Wait, do I have to look at stream for it?
You shouldn't have. Anyway, it's yeah. Stream can see it, but yeah,
Yeah.
his name is Surboch. Sur.
Oh wait, I think I know why. Look at something in settings.
I don't know.
The first one. Can you guys see the random page?
I can
that's
see the letter.
Yes.
Yeah, the later.
So that shows you this is the first letter. But he does sort of looking at the symbol that you've drawn. Or what same symbol appears on the letter as well as
Well, that's not
See-
scary at all.
there are more of
Oh, okay.
trying something new. Can you see
Yep.
3? Or can you only see one at a time?
I can only see one at a time, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, only
Okay.
seeing one.
I'm adding all of them to journals, so you guys should be able to look.
Wheel.
As I read them out loud.
You're welcome to. I'm showing like this. They can see all 3. You're welcome to read them up. I'm gonna take that as you do not feel like.
You can read it for us.
Oh, do you
you're
want
the
me
DM.
to read it out? Okay.
Yes.
Takes the
So
first letter.
rude.
I'm not gonna read this in his voice. Do not know us. We've been watching you. Your people struggle to survive, and now the human king can help you. Our goddess sees your atrocities of. Accept her gift, and you shall be given the power to protect your new home, and your people shall transcend the shackles of death. Sign at the bottom, the witness, servant of. Second letter, I am pleased you've taken an interest. Know that the retribution smiles upon those who seek her out. As such, I have a gift. May it aid you in your. I will begin the journey to meet you. Forgive me that I am unable to visit you, but the faithful are all. Again, signed, the witness, servant of Nitra. Final letter, you have done a great thing accepting the guidance of Nitra. I leave you confident you carry her name with pride and fury. May the retribution strengthen your tribe and make clear the path for your final encouragement and retribution tests idle hand. All your charge to evoke gifts shall be.
I look at him and I go, "Who's Natrix?"
And more importantly, what do you have to do for them?
What is this
And
gift
what
they
is
give you?
the gift?
The tricks. The new god, birthed from the righteous oppression of. Yes, she is the embodiment of retribution, balancing the scales. Our
I see you accepted the offer. It does sadden me that you feel so helpless to speak to our lords and ladies of the land. Is there anything we can do to strengthen our bond and give up this interesting offer? Unless you wish to carry on with this offer, which is your duty as a living being to accept. But I wish you to change your mind.
charge we were outworking. Seek out retribution, deliver justice upon have wronged the weak. Part of why this outpost was built. Closer and already justice when
Liliana just looks at the three that's standing at the back and just like, just like holding her hand out, just like trying to say, don't do anything, because that sounds a bit ominous. And she's going to. So, did you cause those things to be about? Because it's not the crown that's done any injustice to you. So, have you
Whatever-
been delivering retribution to the wrong person, people?
Maybe.
whatever creature you are describing, we are not the cause.
Well, neither are we. So it seems we have a common enemy. I suggest we work together on this.
Are you telling the truth? Are you
Wolfgar
trying to
will
deceive him, or are you
spit
trying
on
to
the
convince
ground
him?
While when you say that. Wolfgar will spit on the ground when Lily suggested working together with the orcs.
I'll
Just,
You will
uh,
hear that and just go as you do that. Just go.
I'll look straight at Ulfgar like, don't do this now.
Are you trying to make a persuasion check or a deception check?
Wait,
Which
for
one will
what?
help our cause?
In terms of
Both.
Whichever one you're better at.
whichever, I'm just like, you're trying to convince him. Are you trying to convince him by telling him things that you don't believe are true, or by telling him things you believe
Well,
are
I
true?
said the crown didn't plant that, and I believe it to be true, because I
then
don't
make a
think
make a-
anyone
make
there
a
knew
persuasion
about
check.
it.
Go ahead and make a persuasion.
Give me.
14?
Goodness, I have 8.
Yep. Damn, that's a rough.
Did I need 15?
I don't know.
Also, yeah, 8 AC then. It's because of Ulfgar, he wasn't helping.
Yeah, you were gonna have advantage, and then suddenly that happened, and the advantage.
Yeah.
The scales had to be balanced.
Uh-huh.
someone is so dissent. Yet I am uncertain who.
Clearly.
Why do I feel
Leave
like
these
I'm
letters.
judged?
Guidance.
Have you met this person?
Have.
What do they look
I-
like?
Do they have a name? We're asking
am-
the DM the hard questions. Do they have a name?
What do they look like?
You know their name. Their name is the Witness. Give me cautious. While this person has given us aid and given strength we did not have before, a group comes to us, some forthright, carrying what I believe to be slip through the back door, and kind of gives a glance over towards Gar and then the others. What reason do we have to believe you?
The professor will pull out his ring and put it on the table.
You know, you said so many times, to be honest.
He'll look the orc in the eye. And then he'll slide it over to him. My offer still stands. If that brings us trust, then shall it form a everlasting bond. But as I understand, trusting a stranger in the dark with a knife is difficult. But I think for the betterment of your people and my people, I think less bloodshed, the better. For sure there might be nefarious means that we could have, but there could be nefarious means that maybe the crown has. We do not sit with them at the table for when they make their decisions. We do not sit there, but we stand here with you. And all we can give you now is our earnest honesty. And hopefully that will be enough for you. For if there's anything we can do to gain your trust, I alone will be willing to do it. I do not speak on behalf of my friends, for just as you probably have men out there waiting for the call to arms, we had to protect ourselves in some way. In case, just messages to return back to the kingdom to inform them. Let's not turn this into a war today. And then he will push the ring closer to him.
See, he's pretty clear to see there's an internal struggle, because while
Yeah.
you can tell he is moved by the story you've told, you're bringing. There is just an element of
Doubt. Heavy X button presses.
there's doubt, but it's less doubt and more just there's a conflict of what he is seeing versus what he's been told. Sort of like he's been confronted with the fact that a preconceived notion that he had may not be the reality, and so there's a internal grappling with that. I believe this.
Definitely not.
I would say perhaps today is a good first step.
A good first step indeed. May we walk this path together towards a peaceful outcome, and maybe one day we can have bread and meats together, and maybe some of my fellow comrades can bring their loved ones, and you can bring your loved ones, and we can drink ale under the shady tree. It's a noble dream indeed.
As to your question, a tall by human standards, light skin, similar to your friend in the rather pale, sort of gesturing towards Whisper, who of all of you is the most pale.
I so
Everyone
pale.
just turns to
Hey, hey.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair
It's
enough.
not my fault that social interactions scare me, okay?
It's not about the social interactions, it's the sunlight.
Gotta get more vitamin
After
D,
this-
bro.
After this, we're all going on holiday together.
But he
And
continues.
can I get a bath bomb at least? Because I'm still covered in blood and smell terrible.
The orcs
We'll
don't
talk
seem
about that
bothered.
later.
He continues. Pale skin, dark black markings around the eye.
Just continue to stare at Whisper, just like trying to see through.
No, the orc kind of chuckles slightly. No. What I'm talking about. Charcoal black markings dripping from the eye. Down the face. Pale silverish blue. I can recall short hair. Kept covered.
You sure
Dark,
that's not
dark
it?
cloak. The dark brown. Dark brown cloak. From what we could see, far more muscular than your friend.
Alright.
Damn.
Sorry, the big reveal is not that Whisper.
No!
Come on.
My head cannon is ruined.
It's actually my uncle.
See through
Since
them.
when is your uncle Dracula?
Yeah, baby.
Oh no, wait, sorry, it's not Dracula. It's Since when is your uncle Strahd? No. That is the most of what I can. Not here long. He merely showed us a ritual, an incantation, aid us in battle. Gave us
Can you?
ritual involved a mark that carry into battle. Kind of draws a mark.
Huh.
Oh,
Alright,
I
hold
think
that up,
Simon recognizes that. Potentially.
Simon.
I don't know, it just looked like a person more than a sign.
No, it's. I will. I meant to make a digital version. I will make one and put it. Have a note of it. But yeah, so he shows you that mark. It is a mark that many of us.
Liliana, do you recognize it?
Do I recognize it?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Can I also make an Arcana check?
I'm gonna join in on that because I'm there.
Yeah, you guys all see it, so you guys can.
I have no clue what it is. The professor thinks it's a teacup.
Okay. Nope.
Wait.
Nope.
Give me 1 second. Wait, it's Arcana.
It's
Can I take
Arcana.
advantage instead?
Let's see. See
Mine.
what
Sorry, just for
19,
Everyone
yosh.
making a Arcana. Oh, okay.
Yes, Devaspia?
Mark, wait.
clarification, this is the mark that the witness gave the orcs a ritualistic mark.
having
So
slight
this isn't
technical
orc
issues.
based. This
No.
is whoever the Nitrix retribution base. It's on them.
Yes, yeah. This
So
was
it has
as
to come
there is a
in
ritual.
multiple-
As he explains that there is a ritual that the orcs would perform, and then as part of this, they were not necessarily like branded, but there was a
Bro,
mark that
it's
was placed on
already
their
one
body.
time.
Okay, what the heck? Why
Okay,
are there
his
so
first
many
roll's a
Arcana?
19.
Yeah, no, I know
That's
that.
19.
I'm just confused as to why there are so many.
My input delay.
Oh,
because
okay.
My internet is like half died, so like,
Okay,
I
okay.
clicked it, it didn't work. I clicked it again, it didn't work. I
Oh,
spam clicked. That's all it
Okay,
was.
okay. So yeah, Professor and Whisper, I'm afraid you guys don't recognize. Mr. Bertle, Lily and Bertle, would both know that this is a symbol that is often used in alchemy. Sort of, when it comes to like, it is you recognize it as part of like the symbols that alchemists use when they're creating potions, creating sort of part of a glyph set type of thing. So you can imagine like if someone's making a magic item, there are like dwarves will use runes. So this is part of a different set of like magical or arcane insignia. Bertle, you would recognize this is an alchemical symbol that you would know means sort of represents like harvest.
Interesting. Can I tell to the professor and Lily that?
Yeah. Tell them what.
It is. Wait, my brain farted there. Can you just repeat it again? And
It's
I'll
an
just
alchemical
comment.
symbol representing like the harvest.
Nom noms. It's representing food.
Wait, I'll just totally like Lily. Do you know what this does? What this is?
No, not quite sure.
It's the arcanic symbol for harvest.
How don't you know this? That's
Uh,
I wonder. Is the symbol that they place in harvesting the power around them to give them more power, but also feeding into this goddess at the same time?
ooh, wait. Can I? I think I might have a spell. Hold up. Please tell me I took it.
Detect that magic.
Are you trying to cast
I
detect
figured
magic?
It was magic. No, I wanted good or evil. I don't have it.
Sorry.
Does anyone have detection for good and evil?
Protection from evil
No.
or detect good and evil.
Detect good and evil. Yeah, took it for detect
got-
magic. Why did I do that?
I've
The-
got
the
something
prof-
called divine sense. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses
That
like
could-
noxious odor.
It wouldn't quite work for. That's more
would
about
have
like
to be in-
detecting.
Ooh,
Divine sense is more
uh,
about like detecting devils and stuff, not necessarily like.
It's got celestial fiend or undead.
Hope, what do you have?
And it looks like it's more towards a creature.
detect evil and good. Yeah, we have no clerics or paladins here, so
Oh. Okay, so it says under detect magic that you learn the school of magic that it
Yes.
came from. So I turn to him and I go, "Could you possibly just say that little incantation?" And then also while he says that, I'm gonna memorize it.
He will turn to. It is not. Once the ritual has been performed, it is.
Oh, so this is constantly happening.
He kind of explains
I
like
cast
this is
detect magic.
you. Okay, so you cast detect magic. Aside from your guys' like magical items,
Okay, so it says faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
So you all like kind of light up like a Christmas tree,
Well,
from like different magic items that you all have and stuff. You do also get a faint magical from each of the orcs that you can see.
everyone's just like weird colored.
Kind of.
While I'm doing this, like, can I like just see, just get the aura of everyone around me now that I'm doing it? Just like I'm focusing on the ruin, but I'm also like corner of my eye looking at everybody.
You can see that there are a bunch of different types of magic. Most of them are enchantment. When it comes to like the people around you, like your compatriots, most enchantment magic, which is pretty normal for like magic items. They are enchanted. Enchantment. When it comes to when you start looking at this magical aura that you sense off of each, you can sense. No, it seems to be some type of. It's strange. It's almost a mix. There's abjuration magic present, which you can make an Arcana check. See how much you know about the different schools of magic. You're a sorcerer, not a wizard. You haven't necessarily studied. So this is to see how much you would know.
I'm a natural. What can I say?
You're not a wizard, Harry.
Okay, with a 10.
You're not.
You're
Well,
not
the-
a wizard,
Yeah,
Harry.
like, that's the thing.
I prefer more practical work.
Yes. So with a 10, you
You're
would
not
know.
a Hermione.
Look, with a 10, you would know. Abjuration tends to be magic that is about protection. It is in some way meant to bolster or protect. So often things that are wards or shields, or they tend to be ways of strengthening others. Abjuration. However, you also get that it's almost layered underneath abjuration magic. There is a slight hint of a necromantic.
Yes.
I relay all of this
You happy
to
about-
my compatriots. Is there any language that we all speak that's not common? Just out of curiosity, because
Elvish?
I think the only
We've got Dwarven and
Celestial, anybody?
Undercommon.
I don't think you guys have a common language except for common,
Common is
Yeah.
common.
unfortunately.
Okay, there's only a few people
Oh,
here
oh,
who speak Draconic, or we speak
wait,
Draconic.
I might have something for it actually.
Oh, wait.
How many people can I get into my thoughts?
If the thing you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
do one at a time. So you can do like multiple people like over and over and over again, but you can't mind. You can't hive mind to this. You would be like looking
I
at one
would love
person,
to hive
looking at the
mind
next
it.
person, doing it to the next person, doing it to the next person.
I don't think I have enough spell slots to cast it over and over.
Okay. To remind you again, you have a subclass feature that lets you talk to people telepathically.
yeah. I forgot about that.
You don't need to
Thank you
cast.
for the reminder.
Yes.
All right, I do that. So the orc guy just sees me looking at each and every one of them, and I just relay all this information to you all. But I'm like, maybe we want to keep this to ourselves for now.
With that, it is 10 o'clock, and I know some people had told me they have work stuff they need to do.
It's okay. We can continue for a bit more. If you
Okay.
need.
Keep going for a little bit. Okay, cool.
Let's carry on.
Let's go on
As-
a journey.
Lily conveys
talk
this
back to me.
information to Ulfgar.
Just like pops in your head. Hey, Ulfgar, just so you know.
and she just relays all this information. I never take my eyes off Surbog. Like I'm dead focused on him.
No.
As Lily gives me the information regarding the symbol that he just showed us, Ulfgar will walk past this orc, sentinel, and walk straight up to the chief.
Oh no.
At my full height of 5.2, 5 feet 2 inches, I
Full
will
height.
square up with the chief Surbok, still with the axe on the ground, but my hands on the axe, and I will talk to him in common and say, Surbok, you and I will not see eye to eye. Because of the nature of who you are and the nature of your people. I understand that violence is always an option, the first option for you. Seeing your letters and realizing that you already took to violence and accepted this gift to continue your violence. It only confirms what I know of who you and your people are. But it is my understanding that there is a higher threat here
No.
than your camp and your warriors outside. And for that I will keep my axe sheathed against you and your warriors, as long as your spears are set aside towards us and our cause. And I will step back just behind Liliana, and I will put the axe back on my back.
Yeah.
Lily's just standing there. Like you step behind her, she's just like
The
Oh,
professor
no.
will just
breath.
the professor will just be like, I apologize for his manners. But
Yeah.
as you have your army outside, we must have our one-man army as well.
There is no need to apologize. You can appreciate a man. I can understand. Not what place to bed such hate. Find no quarrel.
Thank you.
Beast is law. Long. Have no reason. As long as you do
No,
not give us
we
one.
with you. The professor will look sharply at Ulfgar and be like, I thank
I
you.
would glance back towards Whisper just to see his stance with his weapons. What is his current stance at the moment?
It is entirely possible.
Oh, the
Not-
timing!
I'm not sure if he's there currently.
Tristan!
Yep, they'll let
Well,
you
in
know.
the turn to us.
What?
How are you standing? Are you T-posing?
I'm gonna break immersion for a brief moment. I just went to the bathroom, which I told Darren. Okay.
So to cut a long story short, Ulfgar walked up, approached the chief, squared up with him, told him, "I don't like you, but I don't have a reason to
enough for
fight
me."
you yet.
We're not
So
fighting.
until you give, and so there's a mutual understanding of, as long as neither person gives the other a reason to fight, you're cool. That doesn't. So Ulfgar is just looking to see, are you like standing with like hands on your daggers, or are you like chill?
Yes, I will be following behind Ulfgard as a shadow, as we have the same opinion when it comes to the orcs. Though it seems so far the group's on good terms. I do agree with his approach to the situation. So I will be ready for any reason to be given to us to potentially have conflict, but I'll still be quite peaceful, as there's no ill will right now.
As that is going down, the professor will see the situation as the tension builds, and knows that some people probably need to get out of here. So he will turn to the orc and be like, "Before we overstay our welcome, is there any additional information you can tell us about the situation?"
I can understand your preference. Leave us on good terms. The only other information I can give, when witness left us, traveling west, other matters that we're in dire need of. Indeed, there is deception, falsehoods that have been proclaimed. That is the only information.
That is perfect, thank you, sir. Can I, please, I do not wish to overstep or anything, but can I request a signed treaty for, let's say, a fortnight? For if we stumble across any of your people in this land, we can display this piece of paper and maybe hopefully have safe passage. For we wish to not fight, but as you can see, as my two fellow comrades are, they will happily
Take up
take
sword.
to arms if provoked.
I can find this agreement. One moment. And he gets up, goes over to his desk, and grabs a what looks like a pelt. Not necessarily like a parchment, but just sort of a thin piece of tanned hide. And you can see he takes a dagger out. He doesn't run it across the palm of his hand. He actually squeezes his fist and slices slightly a small cut along the forearm. Further up, further up on the forearm, until some blood comes out, and then wraps his hand around it. Sort of presses his the sort of almost bloody handprint onto the pelt.
Could we have a copy? Just in
What do you-
case someone goes missing.
The
Kind of looks at you,
professor will
and then takes out another pelt and squeezes even harder, so a bit more blood comes out, and will hand you. I'll sort out the finer details later, but he does hand you sort of these two pelts that have a symbol that would be considered within their tribe or within their culture as a a symbol of protection slash like friendship, like a this person is under my protection.
This person good.
Almost, yeah.
In response to this, the professor will pull out of a piece of paper and squeamishly run a blade across his arm.
And Liliana's just gonna look extremely confused at the professor.
And then he'll see Liliana's reaction. He'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing. Or he's doing it. I'll do it. And he'll do the same thing on a piece of parchment.
He doesn't need safe passage, and what's your handprint gonna do?
The
You've
orc
got to exchange documents.
the orc gives like a loud chuckle. It's not quite like a full belly laugh, but there's a recognition of like you're making an attempt, like you're doing a show of good faith. Like he understands like the intention behind it, and will accept
Liliana
it.
just gets out the bandage. Paler than usual. Starts rapping.
The professor will also scribble on the piece of paper, on the back of the piece of paper, something along the lines that I don't know if we know the date.
Right. I already have one calendar for my other game. I'm not making another calendar.
Okay, well he will drop down the
It
date.
is 1/1 1/1 1/1 I don't know what the year is. Hope actually does know what the year is in this world.
But yeah, the professor will write down
I
the
will
date.
send you the calendar because I
Yes. Write down the date and
Ask.
just say
forgot.
Hope.
the
I will also sign the back.
Yeah.
Say, like a very flattering cursive L.
that this orc camp has been visited by the crown on this date. Nothing by the power vested in me by the state of this land.
By the power vested in me by the state of California, I hereby declare.
Yeah.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Hey, yo.
When did you have that power?
Well, it's something.
She's speaking to you in the mind, by the way. She's not
Yeah.
saying that.
But you hear her voice in your head, and her lips are not moving.
Oh, just roll with it. And then he'll fold it up and give it to the leader.
He accepts it and hands you these two pelts. So you guys do have now this like, you guys can mark down where it's like sign of protection, sign of friendship. Write it down as.
I will take it.
I should just ask for two, just in case something
Yeah,
happens to
you got two. You
Yeah.
have one.
Yeah. Thank you for this honor. I think we shall be making our way west now. We may, if it is acceptable to you, if my fellow members feel sleepy, we may camp outside or in the nearing surrounding areas, depending on sunrise or sunset. We wish to plot our journey. Did he say anywhere that he was going? Was he visiting
Did
another camp?
he had concerned towns?
Is this an orcish town or?
This is the westernmost outpost. Whatever his
Okay.
concerns were, whether they were with your people, other humans, I am uncertain.
Thank
Spoke
you.
of
As-
towns to the west.
to the west. How many days travel, maybe, or do you not know this information? Okay. But thank you. As it is the custom in my land, we will shake hands now.
He will reach out and like his hand goes like, basically engulfs your entire hand. He's like,
Prisoner already
This is-
healing word or something. Just like
how tall was the professor again?
He's only. Let's see. I have it down.
5'4".
Not quite. Hey, I think I'm just trying to find it.
A second.
This
I'm fine.
is.
Oh no, I don't have the fishes.
The bio info is just giving me the picture of the professor, but let's just say he's between 5'4" and 5'8". He's
Yeah.
not the tallest.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yes, yeah, no. But so basically, what's happening right here is Thor Bjornsson is like shaking the hand of a like slightly shorter than average human man. Like his entire hand basically like wraps around yours and like will shake your hand.
Just-
Yeah, the movement of his forearm is just your entire arm going.
Just lifts up the professor and drops him.
Cartoon style handshake. You know?
Not quite,
Professor's
unfortunately.
staring up and down.
Very well.
As the handshake ends, the professor will turn to everyone. Any further questions we may have before we skedaddle?
Skibbity-doo.
We're now speaking in tongue.
Doesn't seem like it.
Or the orc will then just welcome to camp outside of the.
Thank you.
And then he will like nod to the other orcs, and they kind of like step to the side, allowing you like to. You're not being escorted out, but there is kind of a like.
Okay.
You can see there.
Others outside know.
Sorry.
How do the others outside the tent know?
Good question.
What the one
I
orc?
just want to.
the,
I just want to like clear anything in
Yes.
the air.
the
We got some trigger happy people.
Yeah,
here.
no, the other orc, he kind of, Lily, you would know, he like says a few words in orcish. What you can imagine to be probably his like lieutenant, his 2IC, who kind of then goes to the entrance and like, as you are all, are you all leaving? Sorry.
The professor's gonna
Yeah.
point towards the door and be like, "Okay, come, let's go." He's gonna make sure no one starts a fight while he leaves.
As you're all walking out,
I will go last out.
as you're all walking out, the sort of lieutenant does kind of just shout to the others to like leave you guys alone, like leave them be. But he's also kind of watching you leave. Like they're not just saying, okay, cool, you guys can show yourselves out. They're not escorting you out.
I've got eyes on
I
us.
would just before we leave, kind of look over to Whisper and just say, "Cover the back," and I will walk up, out, in the front, leading my party out.
Liliana looks at Whisper. It's like after you.
No, I insist. Ladies first.
No. After you.
No,
You
I
go,
insist.
Liliana. I'll be behind him.
No, Professor. Age before beauty.
Have you looked in the mirror recently?
I have. I'm drenched in blood. You're right.
Yeah.
Look, hey,
The
Liliana.
the orc
will
chief just
walk-
kind of like
will-
looks.
Will walk
Like
exactly in line with Whisper.
the orc just like looks at us like, Eldish loves these days, and will turn and like go back to whatever he was doing.
Oh, I'm in love with the professor.
So we just heading out the camp.
Who
right?
isn't?
Yeah.
A good question.
Well, up to you guys. Are you guys just making your way out of the camp?
I mean, you heard after his speech,
Downtown,
he's a free man.
walking past.
As as the doctor walks through the camp, he would like to do an investigation check
Hey, what are you?
just to see what he's. I'm looking for maybe nefarious activities.
Go ahead and make a
Like-
perception check.
Perception.
Be more of a perception check.
Liliana is just listening to everyone talking.
And that's
basically.
20.
There you go. Nat.
Nice. Okay.
23
Professor knows everything.
celebrations.
So Lily, you can also go ahead and make a perception check. Nice. With the 23 perception, you're able to like looking around. Don't see anything that you would consider like nefarious. Mostly, it's just them going about their business. There are like some people you can see like sharpening. It's like one guy sharpening an axe, but you can also see he's right next to a pile of wood. So like they're kind of going about their day-to-day business. A bunch of them are definitely paying attention to you as you leave. Guy sharpening an axe kind of is busy doing it, and then looks over towards you and just sort of slows down a bit as he watches you leave. But there's nothing.
You think they're trying to intimidate us?
Well, they do look kind of scary.
They all tower over every single one of you.
Yeah.
So, they are a bit
Especially-
scary. Lily with a 14, you don't hear much.
I'm just listening. Okay.
Yeah, no, like you don't hear much. Most of them, there aren't like any of them like having conversations really. Like one of them will like shout to the other about like, bring that over here. That could like, you don't hear much in the way of like conversation. And most of them like as your group like approaches to leave, any that were like kind of discussing something kind of stop talking as you're making your way out.
Lily's just walking through it like
Bertolt's just
I'm the main attraction. Let's camera action.
I think as Ulfgar leave, I will just try to clock all of the orcs in this camp to try and figure out exactly how many is visible.
Okay.
How armed are they? How, just kind of
You
summing
go
up
ahead.
the camp.
Go ahead and make a perception. And like walking out, trying to take a quick way of like tally how many there are. With a 19, with a 19, you get a rough estimate somewhere around 19, 20. From what you've seen. Might be a few more, maybe a few less. Exactly certain. In terms of how armed they are, they don't look extremely well. You don't see any like walking around in full plate armor. You don't see like siege weaponry anywhere. But like you can see they're wearing like fairly decent leather armors, and they have potentially slightly crude weapons, but they're still large weapons, spears, an axe here or there. Nothing to overtly indicate that they are extremely well.
Can I see in this camp if it looks like there are orcs who's not warriors?
From what you could see, it's difficult to tell with orcs, largely because how different does an orc who just chops, who's a carpenter carrying around an axe, how different does he look to an orc who's carrying around an axe that's like full? There's not necessarily a like definite signifier of this one is just here to do manual labor versus this one is here to fight battles. There's not that same sort of division of labor as with like human settlements. You would imagine there's probably a sense of like, if you're able to swing an axe for chopping wood, you could there's also an expectation of, well, you're going to swing that axe to kill things if you have to. That's kind of the general vibe you get. What? Being down here. What?
We're having a wizard battle. Come on, let us.
Okay.
Go.
Don't
we're
make me
lizards, Larry.
Expelliarmus you.
No.
Put you
We
all
will
on different
eradicate them.
layers.
Nah, it's
I feel like if you do that, there's just gonna just be just shots from across the map.
Oh no,
Fireball.
I can just select each of you and move you to different maps. And you won't be able to see anyone.
No, don't be that guy.
I won't.
okay.
Lily tries a new spell and bams us all out of the existence.
Oh, I need to
You
make a
can get
note of
one
that.
if you want.
A note of
As-
that.
As everyone gets out of the compound, the professor will be like, "Come, come, children, come, come. We need to debrief. We need to discuss."
As you all make your way out of the orc camp, start making your way. By this point, it's getting pretty late in the day. You're probably going to want to find somewhere to set up camp for the night. So, I'm assuming you're going to make your way back to the cart that you guys.
Yes,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that cart.
because see if it's still there.
Make your way back to the cart. I think that's where we'll stop for tonight. So well done, guys. You guys managed to avoid. Pull out.
Diplomacy worked.
And our DM thought we would die today. Huh.
Dang it.
It depended. I was not joking when I said there were about 19 of these guys total.
I told
And you don't know what that mark does. You
Wait, what?
don't know what that mark does.
We have a sense.
Holsters or protects?
Sure.
Oh
We'll call it that.
Oh, well done, guys. So,
Harvest
what-
It
of
worked.
soul.
And they doubted us.
I think. Yeah, well done, guys. I think that's what we'll end off for today. Hope, is there anything you want to say before we shift over to the ending screen? I'm just gonna say goodbye.
Thank you for watching.
Please like and subscribe.
Great,
guys.
great speech.
Oh no, my camera!
Oh, that's amazing. But yes, thank you
great
guys so much for
speech,
watching.
Sebastian and
Bye
Justin.
bye.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a great speech, Justin. Thank you for doing it. And we're gonna make you do it a third time, and we're gonna film it nicely. We'll get you. We'll make sure you're in your hat. We'll
Yes.
have a nice performance. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about the technical glitches at the start. Yeah, hopefully we'll be better in the future. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Next week there should be next session of the other campaign, which is DM'd by the lovely Hope, who is down there,
Metal!
down there.
Ja.
And I get to be a player, which means I have less work to do, which is great. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope time. So,
Bye.
au revoir. Bye.
Teletubby, bye bye. We love you.
Bye bye!